Hello everybody, I am Ravyn and welcome back. So, for anyone who was here yesterday, I actually did do a vlog of, not really a vlog, it's kind of like a vlog, but a little different than the norm. I had Merlin down here, he's our leopard gecko, or she is our leopard gecko. And then we saw Arachne do some 3D work, and speaking of Arachne, my roommate brought down Abigail, our tarantula, or more specifically, his tarantula. So that was basically it. We were just kind of a goof around thing before we did the major stuff, last night. I did actually finally get around to downloading all the things from Arachne's Origin account onto my computer. So the next time we do a Sim Soap, I will be using his account and have access to his DLC. I'm not sure what we're going to do just yet. It is likely that, if I remember, we're probably going to try and get some girlfriends and wives for our single guys. I'm going to try and get Mirage and Jasmine married in that. And for those of you who are not watching the Sim soaps, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. As for other news, well, Mirage officially got to meet Merlin. We had actually put Merlin in the tub with some warm water so we could maybe loosen up the skin he was trying to shed, and it seemed to work the last time, but he still has a little bit of skin left on him, so we tried to put a little water on him so he would get a little more moist so he could get the rest of the skin off. But Mirage was really enchanted by him, so he actually hopped in the tub this time again, but this time he was more insistent on trying to figure out what the heck this gecko was. I stayed close, and Merlin actually did pretty well. He was a little spooked at first, but he actually did really good. He let Mirage sniff at him a little, and then he got annoyed pretty quick. But for the most part, he let Mirage sniff on him, and Mirage was really interested in him. And Mirage actually wanted to go and lick at him and, be cute. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Merlin is a little too small for a cat's tongue, I think, right now. But yeah, he was really into Mirage, and no, the other way around. Mirage was really into Merlin. So that was pretty cute, and I did bring him out, and I, did a little dry thing, didn't want to do too much, and we kind of played with him a little. Me and my roommate were playing with the Mirage a little, not Mirage, I keep doing that. We were playing with Merlin a bit, and Mirage was all jealous, and then he wanted to play with Merlin, which is not a good idea. So he reached out to touch him on the head, and I think he got a little carried away because he smacked him when he was trying to touch him, and, Merlin got a little confused. He's okay, he's okay. He was just kind of like, what the heck was that? So, Mirage is definitely not careful enough. So we definitely keep a strong eye on him. But all the cats seem disinterested in really doing anything to Merlin. They don't try to bite him, and they don't try to run after him. They're not really, all that interested. They're more interested in when we're holding him, and they just kind of want to see, oh, that thing is getting petted. We want to get petted. What is that thing? And then when they realize it's Merlin, they're just like, oh. And Mirage is just in a mood tonight. He just, Mirage wants to be pet and snuggled. He wants all the attention on him, and he spent all afternoon trying to get into my cheeseburger. So yeah, actually, I guess that brings in the diet thing. I've not been doing pretty good the last couple days because I've been so sick. So I'm just figuring, whatever I can shove in my face, fine. And drinking lots of water. Well, those little juice things. So I don't know if I lost anything, because because I've been pretty much stuck in bed for the most part. And I know today I had a little bit of cereal this morning. I had some Honey Nut Cheerios this morning. No milk or anything, just dry cereal. And around lunchtime or somewhere between lunch and supper time, we went out. I needed to get more of the snowballs, which they're not the cakes. They're these little pints of flavored ice, kind of like water ice, kind of like shaved ice, but not exactly. As I had eaten all four of mine, and not so much because oh, I need junk food, I need sweetness, but I had actually I hurt my tongue somehow, and I have a sharp wisdom tooth in the back, so I've been scraping up the inside of my cheek. And after goofing around all night on the Sims, I was like, it hurt. It just hurt too much. So I ended up eating most of my snowballs because it was the only thing I could eat that would make my tongue feel better. So I had to go to the store and replace them because I'm not supposed to eat them that fast. So they didn't have any cherry left, so that sucks. Cherry's my favorite. So I ended up getting 4 strawberry. I did end up getting a grape. Just cause, I don't know, something different. But then we went to McDonald's. I know that's like the worst place to go when you're on a diet, but I wanted a smoothie really, really bad, and Starbucks just ain't doing it. They've gotten terrible at making the smoothies. So I went and got a nice big strawberry banana smoothie from McDonald's, and I had some chicken nuggets and some fries. I do have the burger. It's a double quarter pounder, and that's probably going to be for like lunch or dinner tomorrow. It depends. But we do have a whole bunch of turkey and dumplings. Chris had actually made a big pot of turkey and dumplings to see if it would turn out as good as the chicken and dumplings, and it was great. It was just like having Thanksgiving dinner here. It's like, man, if I just had some sweet potato casserole, I'd be set. Maybe a little pumpkin pie for dessert. That would have been perfect. But it tasted great. It was absolutely great. He doesn't think it's a big deal, but it's good. And I really wanted some today, but I'm not going to make myself sick by stuffing my stomach over full like I did last night. I couldn't help myself. Every time, do the turkey thing, it's just like, I just gotta eat it all, and I ended up so stuffed. But, even still, though, I do feel a little lighter today, for the most part. And, we'll kind of see how it goes. As far as the wildfires, I've been talking about the wildfires. They're still working on it. They're still trying to put them out. The smoke isn't too bad. I mean, I actually got to open my window last night, and I was able to actually cool down. And this morning, I was actually pretty chilly, which was nice. So now I'm just chilling out here, and the smoke's not real bad. My van is actually working today. I actually had an issue the other day. It wouldn't stay charged, and I had to keep taking the charger and just keep going and going and going. And eventually it was just like, I don't know what to do. And some nice lady came, and she used my jumper cables, and eventually we got the vehicle started. And it wasn't starting today at first, so we kind of let it. We charged it up with the charger, and we just kind of sat and waited. He checked the mail while we were waiting, and it's been doing okay. It did okay. I only had to do it the one time today, so that's good. So there wasn't a whole lot of smoke today. It was actually really nice out. They did set a fire. I think it was they call it a breaker fire or something like that, along the back of the supermarkets, the Walmart Ingalls area, with hopes that if the fire did come closer to town, that would pretty much slow it down, if not stop it. So we went out, and it smelled awful. The fire was out, but it smelled so bad. I don't know what else to really talk about. Not a whole lot really going on. More Christmas presents coming in, so we're still working on getting the Christmas presents figured out and all that stuff. And I've been trying to work on Innocence, which is the book I was working on for the Revenant series, and I haven't gotten anywhere really the past couple weeks, but I finally did sit down and do a timeline for just the next little bit, the next couple scenes, because wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and I know it's not going to make any sense now, but maybe later. And but yeah, I'll be trying to work on that now that I actually have an idea of what I'm going to be doing. But as for Ravyn Reads, I'm still doing Akhenaten's Gates. I finally looked ahead, and because I couldn't remember how long it was, it is 42 chapters long. And I just put up chapter 13 before I started this vlog onto the Ravyn Reads playlist. I have up to chapter 19 recorded. So I have 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 all recorded. So I just got to edit those before putting those up. And then I got to work on... I'm trying to do at least 2 chapters at a time, and maybe more if I feel good enough. It just depends on how much my voice will hold out. And I have to apologize for a couple chapters. They sounded a little weird because I had a stuffy nose or my voice was cracking. I think in one of them you can hear one of our cats meowing, and I think another one you can hear a message pop up on my computer. Oh, man. But hey, I did say that it wasn't professional, so I edited it as best as I could. But yeah, the next story I'll be doing will be The Taming of Coyote, but I don't know when I'm going to get to it because I still need to get through the rest of the chapters in Akhenaten's Gates. I'm hoping to be done before or by Christmas. But for some reason, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, so my leeway is I'm hoping to get it done by, New Year's, or at least the first week after New Year's or something like that. So we'll see what happens. I don't think I have anything else to say. If I do, I can always do another vlog. But anyway, that's pretty much what's going on here now. It's getting pretty quiet. It's getting a little busier. We got Thanksgiving next week. Pretty much on the dime right there. Today's Thursday, so looking forward to that. So I will say goodbye for now, and I'll either see all of you later on the broadcast, or I'll say hello to you again on the next vlog. Bye!